Hey everybody, this is Ardum. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I've had a subscriber request to rename a character, and since I have one Highwayman left, I will absolutely rename him as the new party member, Zachary. Zachary, you are taking over the spot of Dismas, so you'll have to make sure that you do us proud. I've got two characters that are part of my original lineup that have been renamed by subscribers, Zachary and Calder. If you are their owners, know that I will be bringing you to the very, very last section of the third dungeon, because there's an achievement associated. So while I may not be risking you guys out in every mission, you won't see yourselves that often. You will see yourself in the penultimate battle of doom and horror and glory. So yeah, look forward to that. In the meantime, in this mission, we'll be looking out for another boss bash. We have a Necromancer Lord to take care of, and I have a bit of an unusual party mix. Something I want to try out just the once to see if it works. Again, it's probably the most challenging place to use it, being the ruins, but I'm going to bring along Nico the Flagellant, because again, he can debuff people's bleed resist, and Necromancer Lord from memory has like a debuff resist of 65%, so reducing that down to 32% would be absolutely axe. I also then have 3 Houndmasters, and if anyone wants to be a Houndmaster, just feel free to let me know, because I have way too many Houndmasters. I also have way too many Occultists. You can see how my playstyle is biased towards these guys, and again, looking through things, I've got target whistle as well as a de-stress on the back ranks, and then a stun ability with a matching trinket on the front rank there as well, which should do the business. In the meantime, it's time for us to provision up and get in there. No one is rocking the curse, so that can obviously change quite quickly. My inventory is already full of dog treats, which we'll need to remember to use, otherwise I'll be somewhat embarrassed. 3 keys. Actually, let's do 4 keys and 4 shovels, 4 holy waters, some bandages, and then it is a medium. I'm not over provisioning this time, not like the last mission. And yeah, we have no free space left in our inventory, but we should have a good run of success. I forgot to bring medicinal herbs. Oh well.
Much of their intellect intact. A remarkable triumph for even the most experienced necromancer. Freed from the trappings of their humanity, they plied their terrible trade anew. The dead reviving the dead, on and on, down the years. Forever.
Wait, so, let me figure this out. So, my ancestor had an interest in the dark arts, and so he invited scholars of the dark arts from around the world to join him. Then one night, he was worried about them, so he killed them all in their sleep. And then he raised them from the dead? So now you have undead necromancers raising the undead and the undead and the undead forever. Well, you really didn't think that through, did you, Ancestor?
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Wait, so all these necromancers that I've been killing so far, they've just been scholars that we killed. That have been roaming the halls of the ruins, raising more undead. That's, yeah, that's something. Okay, looking at pathing, we have a high confidence that the boss will be here. We'll make a beeline straight for it and see how we go, because again, our party composition isn't great for actually killing the undead. It is just great for killing the Necromancer Lord that I'm slightly worried about. Again, I forgot to bring any medicinal herbs, so I'll just disregard that little object there. Do have an obstacle coming up, which we can clear off with our over-preparation of shovels. Fine by me.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Shuffle the inventory so things empty up as clean and correct stacks. No scouting, unfortunately, so we'll have to do this by dead reckoning. No one should have any nasty quirks that make them jump in on, oh, it's a trap! It's a trap! 10 damage taken and a bit of stress, but nothing to be too worried about there. Free torch, that's okay. Again, if you want to bring Nico's life down to half HP,
is only the first test.
I don't mind.
Now it must be carried home.
Nico shines when he's dying. Alright, some bloodsuckers for us to worry about here. Supplicant, 2 sycophants, and a chevalier. No stun, unfortunately. Critical hit as a first strike with a chevalier, and that is regrettable. I will drop a mark on the chevalier though, because I need him to not be doing damage, and if that Yes, the proc debuff does take as well, so he's weakened substantially. Maddening Wine goes down, 4 damage taken, and a lot of stun actually. Our stress situation is not amazing, but now that we have a mark in place, we can start doing some excellent damage. 21 damage taken on that Chevalier. Let's follow things up. Boom! Alright, no more Chevalier. No more Chevalier to worry about at all. Punish. Let's pick our targets carefully. Let's start with a Supplicant. Sorry, Sycophant, I should say. 14 damage taken, but no bleeds, unfortunately. Gather Blood goes down, and that's 4 damage taken, and no curse. Right, gotta make sure I take care of these guys quickly. Thirst goes down, 5 damage this time around, and he heals up, but there are no other ill effects. Thirst once again, 6 damage this time. Wow, he's taking some gnarly hits, and we're gonna have to self-heal with him, but in the interim we'll take out, hopefully, at least one of these Sycophants. And yeah, their bleed resist is just way too high. Alright, let's at least take out one. Alright, one is gone. That's less stress to worry about there. Hope they start focusing down on Nico. In the meantime, I need to do some healing. And chance to stun is very low. Let's take it out. Let's take it. Yes, there we go. It does work. When it works, it's worth it. Predigestion goes down. 5 damage taken. Am I on half-life? I am. You're going to regret the day that you were born, my friend. You're going to regret the day that you were born. Alright, let's exsanguinate. 8 damage. Bleed takes. That's 9 damage per turn, which is insane. Unfortunately, it's not going to be quite enough to actually get a kill on him, but we will drop a Hound's Rush just to make sure. Oh, that was wasted. I could have just killed him the old-fashioned way. Oh well. Let's do some stress reduction if we can. There we go. That's where it counts. Chance for stun is non-existent. We can mark this guy, or we can just do him damage. Let's just do him damage. 7 damage taken, and bleed is in effect. Nicely done. Gather Blood goes down the back row. 8 damage taken. Definitely gonna need to heal once again with him, but there is no curse for us to worry about this or any other time around the bend. Let's just keep that damage coming. He's got 6 HP left. I'm not going to bother stunning him. I'll just kill him. I'll just kill him. There we go. Right, bit of extra food, which we use immediately. There we go. That's us topped off nicely. That debuff is pretty nasty, but it should expire before we progress any further. Again, let's keep ourselves in Radiant. Not worried about damage taken to Nico for the moment. Should have used some dog treats in that last round, but you live and you learn. It's a trap! And wow. Right, we'll be opening up with a very strong attack from Nico, I think. And it's an empty room to get us started off. Scouting comes through, and let's just make a beeline to the boss if we can. Those are just books we can live without the knowledge of horrible, unseen, eldritch. I don't know, pick your words carefully. Let's keep going. Food is burning through rapidly, but that's not a problem there at all. No scouting, so we'll just keep that beeline running if we can. Torch up, obviously, to make sure that we have the benefit of all of our trinkets. Okay, and once again, and stress is getting to be a bit of a problem. Might have to do a camp, but we have some people to deal with. Element of surprise on our side. Sergeant, Champion, Royalty, and Witch. Royalty is obviously going to be a focus for us, but I'm not going to bother with marks on anyone just at this particular moment. What we will do instead is focus down on the Royalty. Beautiful critical for 20. No bleed though, which is so frustrating. Alright, well let's just make sure that he's taken out. Done. Alright. Done. Rain of Sorrows isn't a bad call, but debuff resist is pretty high. Let's get an Exsanguinate going on the Champion. 12 damage made, and a bleed in place. 19 HP left. It will be close to 10 in the beginning of the next round. Hound's Rush, though, just to address... No, let's just make sure we get a kill in next round. That's the key thing. Alright, so that Champion is dead. Beautiful. And that Witch is shuffled forward by 1 position. Stressful Incantation on Nico. 1 damage taken and a butt ton of stress. I'm going to need to make sure that I camp very quickly to use his de-stress ability. Graveyard Slash is dodged by the Houndmaster, and everything is looking just fine. Stressful Incantation back row is dodged as well because RNGesus smiles on us today. Let's get some damage done on that Witch, and bleed does tick in. Let's keep things going. Another Hound Rush, 12 HP left, 4 bleed coming, and Punish should seal the deal. Oh yes indeed. Oh yes indeed it does. Let's do some stress relief because we can. Not an amazing spread, but we'll have to take it. Graveyard Slash goes down, 12 damage taken, and yep, that's going to be a hit. That is going to be a hit. Let's do some good old-fashioned country damage. No chance of any bleeds coming into effect here at all because these guys are all skeletons. But them's the breaks from time to time. Gotta live with those. Punish goes down, and that's the kill. Some stress should reduce. Yes, not a great deal, but we will take it regardless.
Success so clearly in view.
Dark Bracers.
Merely a trick of
Didn't
the
even look at
mind.
them. +5 crit of Torch Blow 21. Yeah, not going to be that useful for me. Double-edged pendant, I already have one, but I'd rather the crest to anything else. Let's check out this heirloom chest, and what do we have in store? Oh, so much good stuff. Alright. Alright, so the already have a double-edged pendant. Dark Bracer doesn't really match my playstyle, and I'm kind of fine for gold. So let's take those deeds. Done. Done. Alright, scouting comes through, which is going to be immensely useful. Battle Room with the Curio. Yeah, I'm going to want to deal with all of my problems after that Curio battle. Alright, let's make sure that we use some dog treats at some stage. Okay, Dim Light, we get Surprise, we have a Bone Bearer to worry about, which is concerning. He has a relatively high protection, well, moderate protection, high dodge. Could definitely use a mark against him though, so let's get an early whistle going if we can. Done. Alright, it's going to increase our damage against everything for him. No point doing anything other than damage. The chance for a bleed is non-existent. We could get an early kill on the Militia. Let's just start focusing down on that Bone Bearer regardless. 10 damage is 10 damage. He has 35 hit points, and I have concerns about the boost he gives everyone else. Okay, down to 15 HP. Let's keep things rolling. Boom. Alright, he's taken out, and the passive buff that he gives is gone. Bump of the Night goes down and is dodged like an absolute champ. Axe Blade, this time the Flagellant. 10 damage taken, and you've just unleashed the Whirlwind, my friend. You have unleashed the Whirlwind. Now, chances bleed to actually take on you is non-existent, but I need the heals, so I'll just do the damage here. 12 damage taken, nice heals in place. I've got a debuff to worry about for a few rounds, but I'm not too worried. Let's deny them in action. It's always the best call, really, when you're not certain of what you need to do, trying to deny them a turn if you can. Your prot is pretty high, so let's mark you and reduce that to make us all the more effective for a while, and let's take a chance on a stun. 3 damage takes, and the stun goes into effect. We are just fine. This is going to work out an absolute treat. Boom! Wow, that was a sweet ass crit. Didn't even have a chance to.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to leave this stuff behind because it's not. Actually. 3 rounds. Yeah, that'll work. And let's take those crests. Alright, free torch. Do not mind if I do. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Skip that.
The match is struck.
Iron
A
Maiden.
blazing star is born.
And here we go. 2 champions, a gargoyle, and a witch. Obviously, the witch is going to be our early focus because she's a witch and we have to burn her. Fortunately, she is a dodgy witch, which is going to cause me no end of problems. Reign of Sorrows isn't actually a bad call versus Punish. Let's start with the Reign of Sorrows. Why not? 1 damage taken, some bleeds, debuff to her bleed resist as well, which will come in useful. 8 damage taken on her, 18 HP left. Let's keep things going. 11 damage, not quite enough to get the kill. Oh yes it is! Yes it is, alright, no witch. No witch to worry about at all. 8 and 3 as damage taken. No resists, but the stress is building up on Mr. Flagellant. 5 damage taken, and a bleed is in place, but I do not even care. Rent the Old Gods goes down and is dodged very, very fortunately. Let's use a dog treat. See? Said I'd remember to do them. And let's get some damage done on this position 2 champion. 14 damage and a bleed to boot. He will get an action in, though, edgewise. Rent the Old Gods goes down for 7 damage, and I think I'm going to be doing some damage in a few seconds. Slash the tail. Yep, another 3 damage there, and as long as you don't stun, we are good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's use a dog treat once more. Hound's Rush for the kill. Done. Rent the Old Gods this time on the... Oh my god, Houndy is taking some damage. And that's actually pretty substantial damage. Let's drop heals. Let's drop heals. Done. Boom. And criticals as well. It's fine by me, reducing my stress level ever so slightly. Hound's Rush this time on the front row champion. Only 7 damage taken, but we'll have to live with it regardless. Again, didn't want to use a dog treat on him at just that particular moment. 14 damage taken, 10 HP left, and 4 bleeds coming in next turn. Flurry of Claws, 3 and 3, and no, all good all the way around the way. And now all we have to worry about is that one last remaining Guardian. I will consider stunning him. His resistance is actually pretty low, but what I'm going to do instead is self-heal. Yeah, it's the best of all available decisions, I think. It's only 4 damage as a punish, but, you know, it reduces his bleed resist down to 112%, so, you know, something might work, maybe eventually. Double dodge on the party. That's looking fine there. That stress is going to be clearing relatively soon. 2 HP left in the Gargoyle, and I think we have got this. In fact, we've got this to such a point that I'm going to... no, we'll just take him out. Just take him out. Done, done, and Dunsky. Nice.
As victories mount,
nice.
So too will resistance.
Just realized I have bandages that I could have been using some time ago. Oh, that's regrettable. Let's drop those in slot there. Let's look at where we can get the most good from that food, and I think that's a pretty good compromise there. Going to keep those, or do I need to keep those shovels? Let's see. What does scouting tell me? We do not need those shovels. We may as well pick up the gold to cover their cost. Nicely done. Alright, so here is where we're going to be making our camp. We have a lot of stress reduction to be doing. First of all, let's have a feast. Nice.
And uneasy companionship.
Need to remember to upgrade the Nico's camping abilities, but yes, his stress is looking a lot better. Let's prevent our chance of a nighttime ambush. Yep, that's just fine. What's your stress at 1? Okay, take care of that. Don't need any wound care. Alright, well, this is going to have to be it. Our stress is going to look really good, but we have no meaningful buffs to take advantage of. Okay. Done. No ambush, obviously, because we prevented against it.
Clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okie dokie. Gold is stacked full up. We have a corridor battle coming up in just a jiffy. Let's radiant up before we get there. Pretty low level witch, sergeant, champion, and we have the element of surprise in our favor, which is just fine by me. Let's drop punish down on that witch. 14 damage taken, and her bleed resist is dramatically reduced. This should be a finishing... Oh, well, she dodges. Getting cocky there. There we go. That's the finishing blow that we were looking for. Next up, we will probably focus on the champion. What's this prot like? It's non-existent, so there's no point doing that. Crit for 20, not too shabby at all, but no stress reduction coming through. It's meaningful. Rent the Old Gods on the Flagellant, 4 damage taken, and a bleed to boot, but we can live with that. Graveyard Slash goes down, and it's dodged like an absolute champion. Let's follow things up and take out that champion entirely, and with just the sergeant to worry about, we can just start doing damage the old-fashioned way by wailing on him and slowly chipping away at his life, because he is resistant to all the things that we like to do. Hound's Rush, let's do it. 7 damage more. He has 8 damage left to go. Not quite enough to get the kill. He'll get 1 round in against me. Regardless, Graveyard Slash goes down. 5 damage taken, and that is regrettable but acceptable, as the saying goes. Not going to worry about healing with this chappy here. We'll just finish him off. Done. Done and done.
This expedition at least promises success.
Not going to really need that key. Not going to really need this food off this either. So, I mean, that's all we can really do here. Let's do that, and we're good. Torture to Radiant.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Okay, Necromancer Lord.
Is made clear.
Your days are numbered. It's time for us to get in for the kill.
Towering, fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
Alright, so the priority for us is to get a mark on this guy early. And then just start wailing on him. Clawing Dead goes down. Oh, critical hit. And a shield wall. That's going to potentially cause us some problems, but in the meantime, let's get the bleeds going. He's got 207 HP left, and unfortunately that bleed resist did not come into effect when I wanted it to, but he is marked and I can start getting some extra damage. 22 damage taken, and no bleed, unfortunately. Let's keep things going with the Hound's Rush. 17 damage down to 168 HP. Again, those bleeds just aren't sticking, unfortunately. That's going to be fine. 6 feet under drops down, and everyone's going to take a bit of stress, but I'm not concerned in the least because we have sweet damaged enhanced attacks to go. We'll try and punish him one more time. 12 damage taken. Unfortunately, that debuff is not sticking, which is really regrettable, but at least we are getting some sweet hits in with the mark, which is active for one more round. I'm going to keep using that up. 91 HP left. He's below half-life already, and everything is looking absolutely fabulous. Fortunately, they're also spreading around their damage pretty broadly. 10 bleed in play. Clawing Dead goes down. 17 and 8 one more time. Why haven't I used any dog treats? Why haven't I used any dog treats? That's ridiculous. Alright, Rain of Sorrows on the back rows. Alright, this time the bleed resist removal thing did get used. We're going to self-heal with this guy because he's close to death's door, and I don't want that. I'm going to dog treat up, and I'm going to mark the Necromancer. Graveyard Slash goes down, and it takes for 6. That's okay. Foul Warding, that's fine. You got him. I don't care. I literally don't care. That's perfect. Hound's Rush, now with enhanced damage. 23 damage taken away, down to 57, and those bleeds are adding up, fortunately. I'm going to keep the heals on this chap going, or should I just try and go into the kill? Let's keep the heals going, because I'm getting a bit worried about him. There you go. Looking better. Looking better. 41 HP left. The Clawing Dead goes down. 11 and 8. Glad I healed up there in that turn. I'm going to have to heal up with both of these guys in the next round. That's just fine. Let's keep... Oh! 49 crit! Sweet baby Jesus. That was a lovely, lovely strike. Alright. No complaints there. Let's just start punishing this front row because he's the only guy without a guard in place. Bleed resistance was reduced, but who gives a toss given where he's at. Great dodge from the Houndmaster, and let's keep things going. Clumsy Axe Blade, 5 damage taken, and he advances by 1 position. Not a problem at all. Great dodge once again. If you just want to keep focusing on Nico for a few seconds, that would be fine by me. I just want to say that would be fine by me. But in the interim, let us just try and get some decent damage done. Your prot is relatively elevated, but you know what? I can kill you with other means. I can kill you with other means. Definitely going to start healing up these guys, though. Don't need them fully tanked up. I just need to make sure that they aren't going to die on me. In the meantime, that chappie is taken care of. Graveyard Slash on Nico. Unfortunately, it's a dodge because I really wanted to use his heal ability. Deadweight goes down, and that's the hit that we were looking for. Sweet, sweet critical strike. I do not mind you at all. Unfortunately, you're stunned, and that could be the only limiting factor for me. Let's reduce your prot value if we can. Yep, don't mind if I do. Let's try and stun you if we can, because we're out of position for any other attack. Yes! Okay, that's a beautiful stun there. And now that you're marked, we can just start wailing on you. 14 damage taken, only 15 HP left. I mean, these guys are teddy bears. Once you debuff their prot, obviously the mark helps an awful, awful lot. Hound's Rush, that's the kill we were looking for. nicely done, and stress goes down at least on one person, and from here on out it's going to be... I mean, Exsanguinate does a decent spread of damage. We may as well do it. We're finishing up after this. We are finishing up after this. Let's just eat that dog treat for the moment. Again, we haven't left enough supplies to do anything but, so let's just see what we get as a run of treasure after this boss bash. Bleeding Pendant, not bad. Ancestors Moustache Cream, Blight Resist, Debuff Resist, and Extra Stress. I'm going to leave behind that blueprint, and that might sound sacrilegious, but I have 7 blueprints and only 6 buildings left in the district. No, look, we'll drop the torches, it's fine. We'll have a glory chest of unusable blueprints. Alright, and that's the battle. Return to Hamlet, let's see how I did in the offing. We've picked up a mighty big stack of crests in this one, I'm thinking. Again, only 9,500 in gold, that's just fine. Jesus wept, 102 crests in total. 8 deeds, 8 busts, that's all going to be adding to the glory of the districts. Egomania on Nico. Evasive, not bad. Do not mind evasive at all. Pippery has picked up Photomania, which is fantastic for my playstyle and much more valuable in Backtracker. Misses a spot I'm going to have to deal with as I am going to have to deal with Hemophilia. Bellicott has an Eagle Eye, which is fine. Would have rather kept Manslayer, but it's horses for courses at this stage of the game.
To the resourceful thief, burials are merely ephemeral affairs.
Oh, awesome. Alright, DH Dragon's got his level 6, so all I have to do is nothing. All I have to do is nothing. So I can just focus on doing the most important missions rather than focusing on leveling up, because I will have my roster fully leveled. Eat the Rich. Most curious of all, however, is the absence of any evidence in the crypt itself. Nevertheless, the chest was found open, its contents conspicuously missing. Lovely, lovely stuff. Let's have a quick look through the list of things. Harriet has controlled the urges of their Crimson Curse for now. And, yeah, did I not put anyone in the sanitarium? Oh, that was daft of me. Anyway, we're at 104,000 in gold. We have options and choices aplenty, but most importantly, we have a few people to cure of their various ailments. Sydney in particular. Nico has absolutely done the business with delivering some pain, but you know, again, that triple Houndy run was that was an interesting experience. I like Houndmasters, but normally for a boss bash I'll bring out 2. 3 of them works an absolute treat. Still no invitations to the courtyard, which is completely fine. I am vaguely terrified of what I have waiting for me with the Countess. In the meantime, we have some leveling up that we need to do to try and unlock the final bosses in each of the 4 areas. And again, we're going to have to crawl through these dungeons until we get invitations to the courtyard. And I want to finish off all of these. I want to kill all the bosses in the Ruins, the Cove, the Weald, and the Warren, as well as taking out the Countess before I start the Darkest Dungeon. That might seem a bit redundant because I could be leveling up some guys with lower level quests. You know, I'm actually pretty ready to do the first Darkest Dungeon, to be honest. Like, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it, but there are a few other things that I could pick up first of all. You know, I might actually do the long process of checking and deciding off camera, because I have some difficult choices to make. Oh, Ancestor's Pistol, I really want you for Zachary the Highwayman. I really want you for Zachary the Highwayman, but yeah, I'll make these choices all later in a different moment and in a different frame of mind. I'm thrilled that DH Dragon is going to be getting her level up because she is the last person that needed it to fill out the party roster. We have all the level 5 bosses killed now. Yep, just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so just level 6 bosses left in each of the zones. So we're making some pretty good progress. I don't know whether I should keep stalling the Darkest Dungeon or not, because if I go to the Darkest Dungeon and I finish it without any casualties, mind you, I get 4 more slots for my adventurers, which means I can start recruiting and leveling people up, but that's just going to involve more low-level crawl missions, and that doesn't necessarily make the best viewing. So I'll leave that up to you guys as to whether you want me to level up more party members immediately. Meantime, looking through districts, we are nowhere near the granary, nowhere near the House of the Yellow Hand. Altar of Light we're getting close to. And I'd rather Altar of Light than the Athenaeum. Now, that's useful, but this is awesome. Plus 10% healing skills by default is amazing. And again, we have a ways to go for Outsider's Bonfire, so we're making some progress there. Still a ways to go yet for the Altar of Light, which is what I will buy next. As I said, I now have 8 blueprints, which means I have 2, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I have 2 more blueprints than I need. Maybe I can just keep building castles to myself. Any case, everything is looking absolutely dandy. We're making some good progress. I'm having a lot of fun. As always, my name is Ardoom. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, check out the playlist, do all the things, and I will catch you guys all next time.